Hello, magical gangsters. Welcome to another edition of Gangster Magician Tarot, where I'll be your host, the Gangster Magician himself, and I'm here to deliver you your message. Okay? That's what I do. I like to deliver messages for you. Okay? It's what I work for you. I'm here for you. Okay? I'm your personal assistant to get you messages. So just know I will grant your wish. One of these days, and your wish will be this Two of Cups, Okay, so just be aware that is what you wish for. That is why Archangel Michael is here, brother, to protect us from any and all negative entities, okay? Because they cannot come around here, brother. They are not on the list. They are not welcome. And that is why I open my heart to you, okay? I must open my heart. Because I love you. I do. And I protect it by black tourmaline, okay? Because I am a 21st century wizard, okay? And that is what I do. So let's get a little, whatever here. Gangstar wizard I am. So let's see what we are doing here. Let's selenate these cards up a little bit. See what we, get an idea of what we're working with. Okay, so just know, again, the Queen of Swords is here. All right, so look at the last reading. Look at the reading. Queen of Swords, brother, all day long showing up. So all that comes out, you got those boundaries. That's what made you an Empress. Guess why you have this Ace of Wands here. You have this urge to create. New projects on the way, okay? Coming off inspiration. You got some willpower here. People know that you are going to get your wish come true with this Two of Cups, okay? So just understand that's exactly what's happening here. Okay, nobody's going to stop it, okay? Because you have that Page of Wands energy. You got that limitless potential, okay? You are an inspiration, believe me when I tell you. Okay, and that is causing many, many towers for a lot of people. Okay, because they thought that they were going to come up against you and they were going to do something. Okay, but the end result is they're always going to be the same when they come up against you. And that's you destroying them and sending their bitch ass all the way back to hell to never be heard or seen from again. That is what happens when you fuck with us. The 8th house crew, okay? Come on. The 8th house crew ain't nothing to fuck with, okay? Trust me, the 8th house clan ain't nothing to fuck with over here, brother. We don't play games. We're not here to play games anymore, okay? We're not playing games, right? Archangel Mike, he says, yep. He says, yep, no more games, brother. He says, if I say there's no more games, the games are over now. So now that we know the games are over, what's going to come of that? Okay, these people are in a tower, brother. They're all in the Tower of Terror, and you are the ride operator. So let's see what we got working with. See what the overall energy is here of the collective. Okay, and the overall energy is you, brother. The Fool, okay, because you're the pure and innocent one who runs on universal energy. Okay, that is protected by the universe because the universe says you're the best. They think you're great. They love you. You know who else loves you a lot? This King of Pentacles. They say you're the best in the business, okay? They said they always knew you were the pure, innocent one, but they wanted you to show everybody. Okay, they wanted you to be the one. They didn't want to have to sit there and defend you all the time. They said they wanted you to defend yourself, okay? And whatever, I guess you did. I don't know. That's what they said. I guess they got a point. Okay, and you being this fool and willing to fight is putting people right in the Five of Pentacles because they were trying to say that you were not this. They were trying to say you were not pure and innocent, okay, that you were, a fallen angel or sorts, okay, but these people now are being seen as liars because people are like, well, what do you mean? That's not true. You said all this stuff. It's not true. You look like that, okay? And now people are seeing you as a fool in love, okay? You're the fool, lover boy fool, okay? Just loving life, relaxing, enjoying yourself while your enemies are walking with crutches and rags. Oh, we knew we should have went on his side. We knew it. So that's what they're saying to themselves, you know what I mean? And that's the truth because they should have. They picked the wrong side, okay? It seemed so easy, didn't it? It seemed like such an easy pick to go against you. So if it's too easy or too good or seems too easy or too good to be true, usually it's too good to be true. Okay, but you know it's not too good to be true? You, of course, okay, because you are a wish come true. You are a 9 of Cups and you are getting your wish come true, this 2 of Cups, okay? Not only are you a 9 of Cups, I always say, wish come true, but you are this 9 of Pentacles, okay? You are almost there. You're reaping the fruits of your labor, okay? You are a Queen of Pentacles, okay? You don't need anybody, all right? That's what this tells me when you're a 9 of Pentacles, okay? And you didn't get there by accident, okay? You didn't become a wish come true and you know, a Queen of Pentacles that don't need anyone by accident. Okay, you worked hard. That's what these people fail to see. Okay, they fail to see that. Okay, because they're Ace of Swords reversed. They're confused. They have clouded judgment over there. That's what they failed to see. Okay, they don't have the right clarity. They're not very clear on what they're thinking. They may have to rethink their ideas over here. Okay, because they're finding themselves in a lot of trouble here. Okay, because you, on the other hand, have this Four of Wands. Okay, you have a happy home, a milestone over here. Okay, twin flame reunion. Something's going good for you. A wish come true is here for you at 2 of Cups. Okay, so just know you are just going to remain in this universal energy, this full energy, because why wouldn't you? You've been through it long enough. Now it's to the point where it's like, why be in anything else? Why be in any other energy? What's the point other than being in the full energy? The full energy is the only energy that doesn't get old, okay? Every other energy gets old eventually, not the full. Okay, and that is why you, the fool, is rejecting whoever, you know, didn't see your worth, okay? It's like, okay, well, you didn't see it, so now we're apathetic to you. Goodbye, we don't need you no more. We never needed you in the first place, okay? That's why Four of Swords, this fool likes to rest and relax, okay? Because they know their wish come true. They don't have to, they have nothing to prove to anyone, okay? They have nothing to prove. People have to prove to this fool that they are who they say they are. This fool doesn't have to prove to anybody anything anymore. Okay, and that's the way it's going to be for the foreseeable future. This fool goes to no one. If you want to see this fool, you're going to come see this fool, but this fool will never come see you, okay? Believe me when I tell you, we do not chase, we attract, all right? And that is why Six of Swords is resistant to change, is what is keeping, you know, these people rejected over here. That's why they're not seeing things clearly. That's why they're headed to the Five of Pentacles, because they had a resistance to change, okay? They felt like they had unfinished business. They wanted to keep coming at you, okay? But now they have all this emotional baggage that they're not going to be able to get past, okay? They're all clouded judgment. They're all confused, okay? They're being rejected, okay? While you are in this Page of Cups, creative opportunities and intuitive messages, okay? Never going to stop, okay? You're always going to keep coming because you're just never going to stop. All right, you prove that you will never stop. Okay, and that's perfectly fine. You're no quitter. Mama didn't raise no quitter. Okay, over here. So just know you got this crumb bomb now. That maybe it's just resistant to change. This King of Cups in reverse. All right, so there we go. Of course, this is what was going to happen. All right, so now we know we got the King of Cups in reverse. We got this, you know, counterpart all in their feelings over here. They got cold, bad advice. Okay, they're all moody. They're walking around with that mean face on. Everybody knows that they're not happy. Okay, everybody knows that justice is coming here. Okay, because this person made bad decisions. You know, but at the end of the day, they knew that this had to happen this way. Okay, so realistically, we don't even care. We're not even mad at them. Okay, because why would you even be mad? They had to go through all this. They had to get to this Five of Pentacles. They have to lose everything. Okay, you have to reject them. You have to. I mean, especially when there's King of Cups, especially if they're not resistant to change, Six of Swords in reverse, okay? So they're resistant to change, okay? And they have clouded judgment, Ace of Swords in reverse. So, of course, you're going to reject them, and of course, they're going to head to the Five of Pentacles because this is the only way that their ego is going to get killed, I suppose. But you, apparently, were other wish come true, and justice is here, so we'll see what happens, what comes of this. Hate when I see that. Sorry, Tom. We'll be alright. Alright, but at the end of the day, Eight of Cups. Maybe this person's King of Cups in reverse are being viewed as an Eight of Cups. Okay, you might have to escape this situation. This isn't going to work. Alright, so this person. I don't know what's going to come of this person, right? So let's see. We don't even know yet who this is, but just if it was up to me to believe, this is what I would think. It's, you know, but just keep remaining in this one to bring the fun because you are the sun. Just keep remaining positive because you will, okay? Because you're in this full energy. You're a positive fool. You're innocent. You're not even paying attention to what's going on. You have no idea what's even going on over here, okay? You don't even know what this King of Cups is doing, okay? You don't even care what this King of Cups in reverse is doing. So it's like, you know your wish come true. You know they need you, okay? That's how you pull the energy right back. That's how the energy's pulled. We know you need us. We don't need you. You need us. Okay? That's what these DMs got to understand. You don't need you. You need us. Okay? So if you want to be happy, hey, come prove it then. Prove to us why we deserve your forgiveness. King of Cups in reverse. Prove why we should forgive you. Come prove it. Alright? And if not, then stay the fuck over here. Nobody cares. Nobody's paying attention to you anyway. All right, Two of Wands, because we were already planning, progressing, moving on. We didn't have all our eggs in one basket. We were focusing on all different things here. You're not going to sit here and wait around for this King of Cups in reverse to, get their shit together. No, you're just going to keep moving forward. And now they see Two of Swords that whatever avoidance here, whatever, weighing of options or, feeling like they had difficult decisions, deadlock, it's becoming very clear now where they want to go because they see you don't need them. They needed, this King of Cups reverse needed you. They wanted you to need them. This is what their main goal was this entire time, was somehow they couldn't get it to the point. That's the only way they felt they could hold any dominance over you, is by you needing them, okay? But the fact is you never, ever needed them or their fucking money, okay? You tell them to go fucking stick their money up their fucking ass, okay? Okay, DM, stick your money up your ass. Nobody wanted it in the first place. Didn't even make them happy. Like, they walk around like a little mope. They're always crying. It's just, beat it, dude. You're a joke. Get out of here. The only reason this person had money is because they came from money. And then they want to act like they're a big shot. Them days are over with those people, okay? Those people are over. Them days are over. All right, we're putting an end to this. All right, with no more. Okay, because Seven of Pentacles, because we already worked hard. We had a long-term view. We knew what was going to happen here. These people didn't want to listen to us. Okay, this King of Cups in reverse. They didn't want to listen to us. Okay, they wanted to make a jerk-off out of us. They wanted to fucking try to make us like we're fucking nuts. But they knew exactly what was happening here. But you always knew what was going to be the end result here. Okay, because you remained in this full energy. You remained in this Nine of Cups. Okay, and you are this Queen of Pentacles. You're the one who's the ideal spouse, okay? You're the one who's the showstopper, okay? You're the one who is this Nine of Pentacles, who shows they don't need anybody, especially no King of Cups in reverse. Especially, no, this is what they want. They want you to, this is because they had more money than you. But now you're showing them you never needed their fucking money, okay? See you later. Goodbye. Now this person wants to chase you. They're going to be chasing you now. Now they're chasing you, okay? Because they see you're this Queen of Pentacles. And now it's like, but you're a King of Cups in reverse now. It's like, what do you want us to do with you? Oh, come on back. Yeah, sure, pal. Come on. You did all this stuff. Come on, thanks. It's like, no, we're not going to jeopardize our fucking self-respect, okay? Get the fuck out of here. That's what you're going to tell this person. Okay, because this person's exhausted. Seven of Wands reverse. They're giving up. They don't want it. They can't do this anymore. This person is losing their mind. They're miserable, okay? These people are keeping them stuck and miserable, okay? So look at it from that point of view. I'll give them that benefit, that they are pretty much being, like, held hostage where they're at right now. They're tied up with all types of shit. And all they think about is you. All day long, fantasize about you. But this circle with that person is complete. Okay, because there's a new world here, brother, and you're not waiting. Okay, you're not waiting. This fool does not look like he's waiting for anybody. He looks like he's just keeping on going. Because he's going to get his wish come true no matter what. Okay, she's going to get her wish come true no matter what. So, it doesn't make a difference. Because they had the Seven of Pentacles, hardworking, they long-term view, perseverance, diligent. This person is King of Cups in reverse. They were not, okay? They were more Page of Swords in reverse, okay? They were more deceptive, manipulative. They were all talk. They're hasty. They want to pretend that they were something they're not. This person, perhaps they have a channel on YouTube, and they're a fraud, okay? They'll act like they're somebody else. They'll act like they are this good person, but the fact is that they're not a good person, okay? So it's like, this is the type of stuff I want off YouTube with these people, because they're going to be giving up soon, because they're going to see who the real ones are here. And these King of Cups in reverses, these, divine masculines on here who have been, just a lot of these are divine masculines that are running these channels, okay? And they're telling you everything you want to hear to keep people stuck with them, okay? Because that's how they're still taking divine feminine energy, okay? That's what they're doing. But we're going to show everybody who those people are eventually, okay? Because they're resistant to change. They would think that they could keep doing this, but they didn't expect, somebody like you to come along, all right? And now they're very confused, Ace of Swords, okay? That Four of Cups, why, people are starting to reject their content and stuff, okay? People they don't want to see the same nonsense no more. People are done with that. Eight of Cups, that's why they're leaving this shit behind. They're abandoning this, okay? And this is going to lead to the Five of Pentacles, because these people thought that they were going to be able to live off your energy forever. Two of Pentacles, they didn't think you're going to be able to adapt to the situation. They didn't think that you were going to be able to come in the same thing and do the same thing as them, okay? A lot of these people, they didn't expect you to come back. That's what it comes down to. They expected you to stay down. They didn't expect you to, master your niche or whatever you do, okay? So just be aware of that. Okay, just be aware that, you know, this, you know, not only did you have a King of Cups in reverse going against you, but you also had a Queen of Cups in reverse and who against you. So this is who your what's it called? Your copycat is. This is the one that was recommended to, you know, replace you. That they said this is the real one. That you are this. Okay. So this was a big fucking thing, a big charade here, and it's all being seen. Okay, because this King of Cups and this Queen of Cups in reverse, both in reverse, are and going to the Five of Pentacles. Okay, they're both Eight of Cups to each other. They're both Four of Cups being rejected. All right, nobody wants to be bothered with this person. They're giving up. Seven of Wands in reverse. They're exhausted. Okay, perhaps now it's time for one of them to get in the Hangman, pause and surrender here. Look at things from a new perspective. See that their Page of Swords in reverse. Their hasty and haphazard ways are not working anymore. Okay, whatever they thought they were, big shot. Because this person came from money. They probably were, you know, with a silver spoon in their mouth and were around these type of people all the time. And then they thought they were somebody. But now you're getting their ego killed here. You're killing their fucking ego. You're killing this person's ego. Like, not even kidding, just slaughtering it, okay? Not even, just beating it down to a pulp. This is what's going to happen to this person's ego, this King of Cups in reverse. Okay, and that's rapidly happened, Eight of Wands. Remember, 2 more months. 2 more months. And then it's cycle, it's all over. It's all finished, okay? I'm telling you, believe me, Two of Pentacles, because you are adapting. You're very flexible here, all right? You're showing these people, you're not one to be played with, is what you're showing these people. These deceptive, manipulative people that thought that they could come up against you, okay? No. It doesn't work that way, okay, brother? Because when they come up against you, they lose, because you have the Ten of Pentacles here, because you always build your foundation on the Ten of Cups. Okay, and you knew that your foundation being built on the Ten of Cups would create your abundance. You never worried about this Ten of Pentacles. See, these people, they didn't want the Ten of Cups. They didn't even know how to feel love. They wanted you to build the whatever it was. They were going to jump on your back, and then they were going to have an artificial one. But that doesn't work that way, okay? And that's why, you know, this King of Cups in reverse and this Queen of Cups in reverse, they're heartbroken here, Three of Swords. Okay, they don't know what to do. They're stuck because they thought they were going to take this from you. But the fact is nobody's going to take anything from you. All right, you're the one who's taking everything back, is what's happening here. If anybody's taking anything, it's you, and that's taking what was taken from you back. That's all you're doing. So, whatevs. All right, and these people, whoever this Queen of Cups in reverse, they presented themselves like they were a Nine of Pentacles, but now they're being seen as a Nine of Pentacles in reverse. A false sense of success. This person is a hustler, okay? This is somebody now living behind their means. This is why they're headed to the Five of Pentacles. They're basically making this King of Cups lose everything, okay? And you're just sitting there laughing because you knew this was going to happen, okay? You knew that this was going to happen, and you just were like, whatever, let it happen. But it had to happen this way. There was nothing that could have been done differently. This is how this person sees your value. This is how they understand. This is how they have to heal, okay? Because not only do you have the Ten of Pentacles, but you have the Wheel of Fortune. You solved the puzzle, okay? You solved the puzzle. Now this King of Cups has to get out of whatever this maze is now. They're stuck. They got themselves stuck now. They got to find their way out of this. Okay, so we'll see. They were a King of Pentacles earlier, so this person does flip-flop from a King of Cups to a King. It's just, there's a lot with this person, okay? But they're still all wrapped up here. All right, but they need to have the ego destroyed. I think they're still in their ego right now. Okay, Eight of Pentacles in reverse, because there's a lot of misdirected activity. There's no passion. It's uninspired. Okay, no motivation. This King of Cups is moping around. Okay, they hate life. This Queen of Cups is like, you know, crying, being clingy, trying to follow this person around. This person, they know that, oh, it's terrible. That's like they're having the worst karma in their life right now. That this Queen of Cups in reverse is like the worst karma that this King of Cups thinks they ever dealt with. And this is who was recommended to them by their friends. Okay, so this person is they're literally losing their mind to the point I could feel it, that they're fucking like they're about to just explode, okay? Because they can feel that this new world is coming, okay? If they feel the shift, this is done. This is too visible now. It's too visible. There's no way that anybody's going to survive this. Like, come out of this, like, they're not going to come out of this smelling like roses, okay, Rosie? It's not going to happen. So, Three of Cups, but you know, I know what's going to happen is that you are going to have this Three of Cups. You and your soul tribe are going to be celebrating here because you bring the happiness here, okay? You're the one who brings the friendship because you're the one who builds your foundation on this Ten of Cups, okay? We all know this. This is already known, okay? That's why you have this Ten of Pentacles. That's why it's there. This will always be there. It's always going to be there, okay? So what's going to be the end result with this Queen of Cups in reverse, this King of Cups in reverse? What are they going to, you know, I see they're in the Five of Pentacles. I see they have they're Eight of Pentacles reverse. No acts. They're uninspired, okay? They have no motivation, Okay, they're being seen as deceptive. Seven of Wands in reverse, they're giving up, they're exhausted. Six of Swords in reverse, they're resistant to change. Ace of Swords reverse, they're not seeing things clearly. They're being rejected where they're at, okay? Eight of Cups, people want to escape this, and they're being clearly seen as a Nine of Pentacles in reverse, as a hustler, false sense of success. This is all bullshit. This is all bullshit. All this is being seen as bullshit, okay? And the reason why is because you are the Nine of Wands. You're brave. Bravery, okay, the fact that you were able to stoically handle this is why the end is here. That's why all these nines are here, okay? Nine of Cups, Nine of Pentacles, Nine of Wands, okay? You know what I mean? Like, this, the end is here for these people, okay? It's a new year. Next year is going to be a 1 year, okay? It's a whole new cycle, whole new world, okay? And this person, there's no love here with this Queen of Cups in reverse. That's why they're a Queen of Cups in reverse, King of Cups in reverse. There's no love, and they're going right to this Five of Pentacles. So that is going to the Five of Pentacles with no love is going to be, this King of Cups is really starting to see that the writing on the wall there. Okay, they're starting to really try to hold on to everything. Four of Pentacles. They know that nothing's coming in like it was. They're not able to get like they were, like, off your energy. They cannot keep it going. All right, so what is going to be the end result here? God, please tell me what's this going to do? What's going to happen here for you and these people? Okay, Page of Wands. So these people, they have no direction. Okay, they're creating conflict. They have self-limiting beliefs. They're off their spiritual path. Okay, you're headed straight to this Five of Pentacles. You, on the other hand, are just still resting and relaxing. Okay, you're still just relaxing over here, chilling out. Okay, whatever happens, happens. This King of Cups, it's not up to you. I think they'll be okay, but whatever. Let's, it doesn't really make a difference anymore what they do, because they're not, if they don't want to do the right thing and they want to be around Queen of Wands in reverse type characters, a bunch of witches, okay, then they're going to pay for the price. They're going to go down with these witches. That's exactly what they're being seen with, witches, okay, with this Queen of Wands and this Queen of Cups in reverse. So crybaby witches with this King of Cups. They're surrounded by that, okay, and you are surrounded by the one that brings the fun, because you are the sun, because you're just surrounded by positivity. That is why you are a wish come true. That's why you're hardworking. That's why you have the Ten of Pentacles, and that's why you're celebrating with your soul tribe. Okay, so I'm going to do one more and see what this comes to, and then I'll do a, whatever it was, a clarification. But I know I see that you have this King of Cups surrounded by a bunch of fucking crybaby witches. Still trying to push them into this whatever, but there's lover's energy in reverse here. So, okay, here you go. End is here, brother. Okay, so I said, what's going to be with this witches, these warlocks? Ten of Swords, they're finished. There's nothing else they can do. Okay, the end is here for them. What else can you say? That's what I asked, all right? And you are going to continue with this Knight of Swords, being action-orientated, ambitious, driven to succeed, and you will head right towards this Ten of Pentacles, okay? So we'll see. I don't know. We'll see if with this King of Cups in reverse could survive this melee, okay, that they're in, but it's all part of a bigger purpose, okay? They had to go through this. There was nothing that could have been done any differently. So it's going to happen one way or another, okay? It would have happened. If it didn't happen now, it would have had to happen later. So you got to keep that in mind. That's why it's kind of like there's nothing even to worry. It's like we don't even give a fuck. Like before, at one time, you might be like, oh, this makes me mad, but it's like, who gives a fuck? We don't care. We know that these people are miserable. We know this, okay? It doesn't, you know what I mean? Like, we don't give a fuck, because you're not miserable, okay? You're happy, okay? And don't worry, because judgment's here, brother. Judgment day is here. T2000, brother, they're here to get these people, okay? They're not going to get away with what they did, okay? Because you are still the Eight of Pentacles. You're still hardworking. You're still persevering. You're doing repetitive tasks. You're being the best you can be. Perhaps you're a master apprentice. Who knows? Just know you're doing everything you can to be the best in the business, okay? And that is why you have this Ace of Cups coming here, okay? That's why a new emotional beginning that brings love, joy, and abundance into your life. An overflowing cup that symbolizes the infinite potential and possibilities of your emotions. And remember, you're a Nine of Cups. You're a wish come true. So this Ace of Cups will equal that Ten of Cups, and that will build your foundation. Okay, because remember, whoever tried to betray you, they are being seen as a betrayer. And they're not, having a good time. Okay, because they tried to say one thing, and now a whole other thing is happening. Okay, people want to know. Because they're people, it's the reason why that anybody cares, is because now anybody who was evolved going against you came against you for no reason, and now they're getting bad karma because of it. Now they're seeing it. They're seeing the karma, and that's why there's all these crybaby witches and your counterpart, everybody's crying because you're losing everything. They're in the Five of Pentacles. That's what's happening. So there you go. Well, you're just resting and relaxing. That's what happens. You knew that. That's why you didn't roll around the mud with them. That's why you just sat back and let God handle it. It's all the best way. Let the universe handle it. Okay, so let's get a little clarification, confirmation here. God, please and thank you. Okay, so we have Eight of Wands in reverse. So there's a lot of delays over here, a lot of frustration, confusion amongst this, these crybaby witches and warlocks. Okay, they have a lack of direction, no purpose, no planning. Okay, I believe maybe their leader has been incapacitated. They have no one to look forward to because the Four of Cups, everything is, they're getting rejected. Nobody wants them around. Okay, so they're sitting there and they're very much in their head about what they're going to do next, okay, because they're stuck. They're delayed. Eight of Wands, they're not moving. Things are not moving. Things are at a standstill, okay? So one way or another, it's going to break for them. And when it breaks, that's the end, okay? Three of Wands. Because the Three of Wands is a card of exploration, progress, and foresight. It represents turning inspiration into clear action plan and exploring new possibilities and challenges. And you're already doing that. You already got your garden's already sprouted. Okay, you already have a tomato or two coming out. Okay, you're already showing you have this Knight of Cups energy, romantic, charming energy. Okay, people are very drawn to the Knight of Cups. Okay, because you are the one. Okay, it makes people feel good. All right, people like to be around when you're around. Bring excitement. You do. Okay, and you know what else you bring? You bring the answer to the puzzle here, the Wheel of Fortune, that is. Okay, because you solved the puzzle. There you go. Okay, you already had the Ten of Pentacles on the other side right here. So that is confirmation of no matter what happens, you will always build your foundation on this Ten of Cups, okay? Because that's where it's going to create the abundance. It's always going to be there. I say that every single time because the more I say it, the more, it'll stick. Okay, and that's why with the Three of Wands, you have this Two of Wands, okay? So not only are you making things happen, but you're planning and progressing on other things, okay? You're not just putting all your eggs in one basket. You have a lot of different avenues of what you're able to, do here, all right? Because, again, remember, you have this Ten of Pentacles here, okay? Ten of Pentacles is coming, all right? You have this Wheel of Fortune. I mean, it doesn't get any clearer than that, okay? Two Ten of Pentacles and a Wheel of Fortune tells me something. Wouldn't you concur with that? Yes, I would. Okay, and you know why you would agree with that? Is because you are creating this whole new world, brother. Because the world is, this cycle is complete. Because the World card advises you to have reached the end of a cycle and achieve your goals. Celebrate your success and enjoy the fruits of your labor with your Wheel of Fortune and your Ten of Pentacles, okay? You are going to be able to do whatever you want to do. Okay, because this Five of Swords, because all this winning at all costs to come up against you, this really cost these people. Okay, they lost everything for wanting to win at all costs against you. So now, there's nothing they can do. Okay, they have to just go with it. They got to deal with it. They got to deal with the end. The end is here for them. Okay, and now Nine of Swords are all crying in their bed. They're all anxious and depressed. Okay, they don't know what to do. All right, this group of crybaby witches and warlocks, okay? So maybe that's what it is. Maybe that's what it is. King of Cups in reverse, Queen of Cups in reverse, Queen of Wands. Maybe that's just a bunch of, a group of coven. Maybe it's who your counterparts are involved with, whatever it is. But just know they're all fucking crying. They don't know what to do. But just know that King of Cups in reverse, they really want to change. So they're going to be this King of Cups, okay? They're going to be what you need them to be, okay? Maybe they knew they had to go through all this. They knew they had to go through this karma, okay? Twin flames have to go through all types of karma to be together. Okay, so maybe this person is a little smarter than we thought they were. Maybe they had a plan. Maybe they really were undercover. Maybe they really are, been doing the right thing. Okay, and now Ten of Wands reverse, they're releasing whatever this is, okay? Maybe they always knew they were going to release these people, okay? Because they knew these illusions about you were not true. They knew it, okay? So why would they believe something that they knew was not true unless they knew that they were going to set these people up, okay? If they knew it wasn't true, why would they go through all this? Why would they put themselves through all this? It sounds ridiculous, doesn't it? But this person says this is the only way they were able to get out of this. The only way these people would ever let them go. They were so stuck that this was the only way. It was almost like a kamikaze mission this person did. Okay, they destroyed themselves from the inside. That's the only way, okay, brother? And you know why they did that? Because they are this King of Cups, okay? And there you go. There's no other way that you can't stop. There's another one there for you because this King of Cups is who they always... That's why I believe that they were undercover, because here they are now. Why are they a King of Cups now, and they are a King of Cups in reverse over there? How do they do this? How do they go up and down like this? It doesn't make sense to me, okay? But just know the Five of Pentacles are still there, okay? So this person was aware that they had to lose everything. So I guess they figured they would just lose everything from the inside out. And it's like they have no one... You can't blame this King of Cups. They can only blame the people around them, okay? Because the people around them are the reason they're losing everything. So it's designed that way for these people, because then they will never be able to have it. They'll have to go. The karmic energy is released after that, because then they can say, well, you made us lose everything. Okay, and then this person could come towards you, and then you have this Ten of Pentacles, this Wheel of Fortune in this world here. So, and you know who you got here, brother? Look at this. All right, this is amazing reading. All right, so you, this King of Cups, you, this Queen of Cups, both your defaults. Okay, you and your counterpart, both your defaults. On this other side of the reading, there's a Queen of Cups in reverse and a King of Cups in reverse. And this is showing the difference, okay, of being with you, okay? The Queen of Cups now creates this abundance. The cycle is complete with the world. And you have this Wheel of Fortune and this Ten of Pentacles. While on this other side, we clearly had this King of Cups, this Queen of Cups, okay, being whatever they are, in the reverse, in the Five of Pentacles. That's the complete opposite of what is going on, okay? And that, it's amazing to me that these people are in such a tower right now over this whole situation, that they went to such lengths to block this King of Cups and this Queen of Cups from having a Two of Cups, that now that they lost everything because of this. Everything. And you get everything because of this. That's the best part about that. You get everything because of that, okay? Because the Chariot's here, brother. Movement is here. This is happening. The world is here. The cycle's complete. The Chariot advises you to use your strength and determination to overcome any challenges and achieve your goals. Be prepared for the changes that will sweep in and carry you with them, okay? Because there's a shift here, and these people are getting carried away back to hell to never be seen or heard from again, because you live this life full of unconditional love with the Six of Cups. Okay, you are the one who's making things happen. That is why you have this King of Cups here. This cycle's complete. These people are being released. Ten of Swords in reverse. Ten of Wands in reverse. And they're crying in their bed, Nine of Swords, okay? We already seen they had a Ten of Swords anyway, so they're finished. Okay, because the illusions now and the Moon in reverse have been shattered. When illusions about you are shattered, and whatever the illusions about themselves are shattered, then the mask is off. Okay, so the mask is off these groups of people. It's off. Okay, the Ace of Wands is here. Okay, you are a card of inspiration, new opportunities, growth, and potential. Okay, it represents a creative spark that motivates and inspires you to pursue a new path. That's what you're doing. That's why you have this King of Cups here. That's why you have this Chariot. Okay, you're headed to this whole new world here, brother, that has this Wheel of Fortune, because you solved the puzzle. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's the end of it. So what are we going to get out of this? What's going to be the end result? We clearly see that things are looking very good here for you. Okay, and we clearly see that these people are headed to the Five of Pentacles, that being released. So at the end of the day, you know who's being released here with these people, with this Queen of Cups in reverse? King of Swords in reverse also, brother. Okay, because this is the person who recommended this Queen of Cups in reverse to this King of Cups in reverse. Okay, so now this person has to experience this Five of Pentacles, because they projected all that onto you, hoping that you, this King of Cups, would never see you in such a way. But now this person is going to have to go experience this exact thing with this Queen of Cups in reverse, because these are the two that were against you the most, okay? These were the ones that would turn this King of Cups into a, you know, King of Cups in reverse. And now this person releasing them with this Ten of Wands in reverse is causing these people, this King of Swords in reverse and this Queen of Cups in reverse, to be all in their head crying Nine of Swords, because they never seen this coming. They never seen this King of Cups bringing you this Ace of Pentacles, and for you to have this Ten of Pentacles together. Never seen this coming. Okay, but guess what? What's going to happen now for this King of Swords? Because they are done, brother. They are finished. They are going to be persona non grata now. Okay, it's all over for them. Okay, here you guys, another one. Ace of Wands here, because you are the one who's working on this project here. The Ace of Wands is a card of inspiration, new opportunities, growth, and potential. It represents a creative spark that motivates and inspires you to pursue a new path. Exactly what you're doing, and that's why you are running the show here, brother, because we're going to end it here, because it doesn't make a difference what happens to these people. We know they're finished. They're at to the Five of Pentacles. What we do know is what really matters is that you are the star of the show. It's been made very clear that you're the star of the show, okay? So thank these people for making you the star of the show, because at the end of the day, you are getting your wish come true, and you have this King of Cups, and this is what you're going to return to. This is your default. It doesn't make a difference, because once you're in this Queen of Cups and King of Cups energy with your counterpart, I don't care what they did in the past, you're gonna reunite with them. So there you go. So boom, love that read. See you later. I'll talk to you. Have a great day. Bye.